Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to 330 to Go, Akron's hottest and fastest growing show. I'm your host, Hank Forrester, coming to you live right from the beginning of the blue line, and I'm here with a special guest this morning. Folks, this is Micah Herndon. He is a runner, as you say, from the Akron area, okay? But there's so much more about Micah that if you don't already know the story, why don't you go and tell us, all right? So you were running the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, I was running the Boston Marathon, and unfortunately didn't get my goal, and I was able to finish though, and the reason why I do run is for my three brothers that we did lose, and I don't really see a big deal in it, but apparently everyone else does. It's just, for me, it's with everything that I come home with from Iraq and Afghanistan, as all the other vets come home with.
And that's so typical of vets. And I mentioned to you, my dad was a Marine. Okay, so folks, if you don't know Micah's story, he's running a Boston Marathon. What do they call it? Heartbreak Hill, right?
Yeah,
so he's running up Heartbreak Hill, with mile 21 or so, just a couple miles to go, and a few miles to go in the race. And he started cramping up. And if you haven't seen his story, it's been all over the national news. So being on Good Morning America and all that, it must be not, being on 330 to Go is nothing compared to that. So I mean, you've been all over the national news lately. If you didn't see the end of the story, he ended up crawling the last mile and a half, right?
175 yards.
175 yards.
The legs just stopped working.
All right, so they exaggerated.
Yeah. Well, there's
right.
some outlets that had me at crawling the whole race.
Nice.
And it's like, all right.
Well, and I've had a similar experience. I ran a Tough Mudder, and I cramped up about mile 9, and so I had to finish that. And I understand what it's like, what you must have felt like, right? So point being, you had this opportunity. You got the race done, and now you've been invited to New York, even though you didn't necessarily qualify. They gave you an option to still come anyway.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then on top of that, you're here to do Akron. So because you grew up in Akron, you're from Akron, right?
Yeah, just outside Portage County.
Okay. So over in the Talmadge area, if I recall.
Yeah, that's where I live. Bought a house there after the Marines.
Okay.
So I've been around this my whole life.
Well, thank you for your service. We appreciate it. Today, here you are. You're going to run the half, and as you mentioned, you had your three friends that passed away in service to our country. So you have your voice and your mission now for vets. What does that platform look like for you?
Well, for me, it's bringing the issues that have been just swept under the rug for so long, for generations.
Okay.
Overturning vets coming home. If I had this platform, I'm going to use it. I don't, like I said countless times before, I don't really care about all this other crap that I'm getting, the attention and whatnot. But if I am going to get the attention, I want the attention to shift focus not on me, but on the actual, problems that we as vets come home and face. VA care,
right?
The lack thereof, and then also transitioning from veterans.
Yeah, there's so much that we hear about every day in terms of vets dealing with PTSD and the amount of suicide issues that are out there. It's just, we know it's an epidemic, and everyone's doing their part to try and figure out how to help. But it's a very difficult thing when you're out in combat and then you come back to normal everyday life. So
we can bring it up, and that's all that it is. Everyone talks, but there's no action really. With this administration, though, Trump's administration, it seems for vet side, it's getting a lot better.
Okay.
Making steps forward, bettering the life of fraternity vets coming home.
Okay.
It's definitely a work in progress, and it's going to take a while to undo the damage that has been done.
Absolutely.
That has been set in this country.
All right, well, I'll do my part locally. I run this little media network here, and we're local to Akron and Canton. Our focus is always on trying to help the people of the community. Maybe let's revisit this in a couple months. The winter's always hard on people in terms of depression and that sort of thing. So maybe we'll get a chance to talk with an organization or something around January or February, and let's sit down again.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you did. And good luck today and have fun. Enjoy Akron.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take care now.
All
right, folks, so that concludes our little interview there. I'm going to try and go live here in a little bit from the Star of the Blue Line. And that's all I got. This is Hank Forrester signing off. Take care, folks. Have a good night, everybody.